Hello there folks, welcome back to the Chap's Guide. My name is Ash and I am your host on this journey through men's style, self-development and personal grooming. Welcome back to Oak Camp, where I spend some of the summer every year enjoying the elements of nature. But even when I am sleeping rough, I don't smell rough. I always make an effort, and today is another one of my quick fragrance reviews. Today I'm going to talk about Boucheron Pour Homme from the House of Boucheron, and it's a fragrance I've been using for a number of years. However, it largely flies under the radar, and I think it's absolutely a little gem that many people should have in their collection, because not only does it perform really well, it's also extremely modestly priced and quite classy for its price point, I think. So, in essence, what we have here is quite a lemony, citrusy fragrance, which is quite soapy, a little bit of woodsiness in there. There's quite a few floral accords here too, but actually it works so very, very well in the warmer time of year, where oh yeah, the opening is beautifully lemony, aromatic, very fragrant. It's just what you need for days that are a little warm, a little muggy perhaps, quite a dense atmosphere. You want something that's got that sort of citrusy, cutting edge to it, which just works ever so well. So, let me tell you about some of the reasons why I like this fragrance. First of all, what are the accords? Top note, where it opens up when we spray it on, very, very citrusy. We've got lemon, verbena, bergamot, orange, and a bit of lavender in there as well. All of the things I really love. In the heart, we've got rose, carnation, jasmine, and lily of the valley. As I said, there's an element of florality in there, but very much the overbearing essence when we begin to smell this fragrance is citrus. And in the base, we have oak moss, vetiver, sandalwood, and a little musk. So as it dries down, it's quite masculine, actually, as you can imagine with all of those fragrances. So, when and where should we use this fragrance? So seasonally, spring and summer, very much so. I mean, of course, you can wear it in the winter if you want an uplift, but if you like lemony, citrusy fragrances, which often tend to be summer fragrances, good time to use this one. Age range, I would say this is a little more suited to the more mature gentleman, maybe over 35, because it's not sweet, which tends to attract the younger folks these days. But to be honest, if you like it, wear it whatever age you are. What time of day would I wear this? Well, I'd say predominantly daytime, but if you're going out early evening and you want something, again, which is going to, just cut through the fug of a very warm, heavy, dense atmosphere in an evening time, it's going to work well for you. It's going to work well. Is it something you could wear as an occasion fragrance, a signature fragrance, maybe going to a special occasion? Maybe, Pope Francis is in town. He wants you to join him for dinner. You think to yourself, is this a situation where I can wear my Boucheron Pour Homme? I would say maybe. It depends on you. If you're not a frequent fragrance wearer, this has got the gravitas to actually be worn on such a situation. But if you've got a larger collection, this is kind of a little bit standard, to be honest. So depends on where you are in your fragrance journey. Projection wise, fair to good with this one. We don't expect citrus to be long lasting and, project out miles and miles, because by its very nature, it tends to be quite a short-lived fragrance, which doesn't have a massive punch. It's one of the reasons why we quite like it for the summer months, to be honest. But this one, fair to good on projection. I mean, if you put it on, you leave the room, you come back in half an hour later, you'll smell it in the room. It hangs around for a while. And when it comes to longevity, actually, for a citrus fragrance, I think this is fairly good. It's a little bit better than fair. It's good. It does hang around. Surely you're going to have to top it up at lunchtime if you're aiming to, smell fragrant all day long, if you're in the office or wherever. But definitely, this is good for a citrus fragrance, I think. Third-party comments that I receive when I'm wearing this, almost certainly positive. People love citrus-oriented fragrances. and this very much falls into that category. What does it look like? I think it's quite an imaginative bottle, really. You know, it does look a little dated, maybe puts you back into 1991 when this fella was first released, but it's quite classy, I think, when you look at some of the other fragrances out there. We've got this large plastic, but still bearing the impression of gold, and this sort of cabochon of sapphire, which reminds me of the winder of a Cartier watch with its spinel cabochon. But it's certainly classy. I know many of the Boucheron products share a similar appearance to this bottle, but this one, Boucheron Pour Homme, looks good. Looks different when it's on the shelf as well, and it's certainly very wearable. It's very wearable because its price point is attractive. I picked up this bottle, it's my second bottle in the last 3 years, so I use it quite a bit, £30 from Amazon. So very, very approachable. And you know, if you like the citrusy fragrance, it's an eau de toilette, so not super strong. It's not an eau de parfum or anything like that. But eau de toilette works well. You know, what can I say? And at that price point, maybe worth taking a punt. So if I was to sum it up, I would say a summer fragrance, definitely. It's very clean, it's fresh, it's zesty, it's citrusy, slightly soapy, but not too powdery. It's something you can wear on a daily basis in a number of situations, maybe even when you're out having lunch with the pontiff, if that's your sort of bag. But it's a good one to have for the warmer summer months. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, thumbs up, click subscribe, drop me an email, drop me a comment, support the channel by buying me a coffee or become a patron, and you'll get the extra videos that I make for my patrons each and every week. So until the next time, take care, smell good, and I'll see you again very soon.